Hello everybody and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. What's happening? Oh, a half-moon walk. Ooh, are we gonna do a werewolf? That'd be cool. I would quite like that one. Or maybe we're gonna go to a hobo camp. Oh no, it's probably...
Have you been invited somewhere?
It's probably the Merry Men or something.
We have been invited, Watson.
We have? Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
You
dinner?
hate going to
those
those
street
things.
urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
You sound way too interested in this.
We, the secret police of Baker Street,
Oh dear.
invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat-head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Okay.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We
Oh
have
no.
to go.
This is the worst. Hello, children.
Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
It told me about
Wiggins,
the menu.
Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
What dinner?
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell.
Oh.
They say he's killed 2 men.
Yeah, that's an issue.
You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Well...
Where is he now?
From what I've heard,
We'll find
they
out.
took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner. Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Next to the White Castle.
Oh, God. Okay, one second. I'm letting my dog out. Is there anything happening on the screen right now?
It's showing the map.
Oh, good. Where am I at right now?
On Baker Street.
Should I investigate around the house, or should I just go straight to Whitechapel?
Let's say investigate the house, personally.
Very
Check
well.
the,
You shall
note.
be my eyes now, for I am playing blind.
Alright, walk forward.
Yes.
Turn to the right a little bit. And then walk forward. Look left. X.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Marvelous! You guarded me to the letter. Well done, my friend.
I want to see the note about her murder. Or her death.
Sensation, an exotic method of murder. An arsenal of our present-day criminals may soon be refilled with poisonous plants. A young and beautiful woman in collaborate... Hey, you know what I just remembered? You remember how back in the first one where I was like, oh man, in these kind of stories, it's always a femme fatale with poison? I was fucking right.
No, you weren't.
A young and beautiful woman, in collaboration with her colleague at Kew Gardens, planned the terrible murder of their director, Mr. Montague Dunn. Only one detective was capable of uncovering the truth behind a tragedy that was initially believed to be a simple heart attack. That detective's name is Sherlock Holmes. I wonder, did I steal a plant as a trophy?
Yep.
Of course I did.
You kept the deadly plant.
Okay, so we have to go interrogate blah blah blah. Wiggins and Leighton, eh?
Let's go to the Green Grand Mystic.
No, I don't like him. Oh, we're almost at the end of the game. Look at that. There's only 3 character portraits left.
Nope.
Damn.
This is the last.
Really? I thought for sure we'd have something about the merry men. Oh dear.
I think go to Half Moon Street first. Okay.
Sorry. As you were saying it, I already clicked it. I'm sorry.
Let's check out the crime scene.
Ooh. What a lovely picture outside. Ah, indoors where the game doesn't chug like ass.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
You're beating up my boy
I'm
Toy's
interested
brother.
in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
God.
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested
But
with
we
a
know we
revolver
can't stop
in his
you.
possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Okay, having a
Did
gun
you
doesn't
find
look the
anything
best,
else on his
admittedly.
person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
This
Thank you,
letter
Lestrade.
hereby accuses Charlie of attacking people with this gun. I took this gun for safety. No evidence here. None at all. Okay.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon.
I always thought that if I ever got a gun, I'd get like a small, little, tiny gun. You know, like a Derringer pistol or something like that.
It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Because, I mean, you don't really want a huge fucking magnum that's gonna, like, break your wrist on it. I mean, some people might... Oh, 2 bullets. Interesting.
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
He'd have to be a pretty good shot, then.
These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting. A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
Okay. Wait, what about the apple? The apple, man! God damn you. You're denying hard evidence here.
A poisoned apple.
Alright, you must...
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
God, you look kind of menacing, don't you?
Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Oh, shut up.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
You know
My
Wiggins?
brother. You know him. Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
So everyone just knows that fucking
Daddy
Wiggins
Holmes.
hangs
All right,
out with
Mr.
him.
Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
What? Oh, Jesus. Okay, that was a surprising turn. Although I guess, you know, that's probably...
Well, we
his
know
early
his younger
days.
brother, and we give him money occasionally.
And probably drugs, let's be real. Recent beating, resisted arrest, hot-headed... Fancy scarf, downtown fashion, cushy job, office clerk. Nice, good for you, man.
Yeah. Tattoo.
Oh, a gang tattoo.
Let's go prison tattoo.
Okay.
That's probably why they immediately
Good.
thought he was
Tell me your account of what happened.
They took
I left my
assumptions.
work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
Okay.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach, He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Ah, so that's where you got the revolver from.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man. Layton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Paint me a picture.
Well, I
if you
wasn't
will.
able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
A brick.
But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
You couldn't hear his
We shall
footsteps.
see you soon, young man.
Interesting. God, I moved the camera. Okay. There we go. So yeah, we need to go to the crime now. And as you wish, we shall go to Half Moon Street.
How many werewolf stories do you think there are here?
In what?
Half Moon Street.
Probably a good amount, I'd say. I mean, anything with the moon, people are gonna go, oh, watch out! If you go to Half Moon Street, the Half Moon, the werewolf man of the Half Moon Street will come out, blah blah blah.
They'll come out and shank you and take your money and your pants.
God, this place looks,
It
cultured.
looks like the place to get shanked into.
Yeah, this looks like the place where Batman's parents died. Fuck. Oh, but
Half Moon Street.
They're still here. Okay.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
So you just
good
stand
evening.
out here until
Constable-
morning.
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then
88.
this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Not quite.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
All right.
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stabbed fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other,
Yikes.
Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman.
Oh, really?
Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell,
Oh.
the flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
So that
She's
must
the
have
one
been
who screamed.
Yes. Interesting. He couldn't hear the man run away. What if it was because he... No, that doesn't make sense.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street.
I rushed over there and I saw the 2 dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by 2 police constables.
Something doesn't add up here.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
That would explain why you couldn't hear the
Fireworks in
footsteps.
honor of, Constable.
True.
But today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of
I
course.
recently ingested cocaine, you see. Quite the
Or something
thrilling...
like cocaine.
Constable
Quite the
Mary,
thrilling adventure.
what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Which means nobody was home, which means that man
Constable,
is lying.
your statements have been of great value to me.
Yeah.
Like, no one just sits in the dark in their house.
Plates.
Stuck
Stock object. Piece of wood.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
It looks like a piece of a cane tip or something.
Yeah, it does.
This shard of wood is quite new. The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Check spot. A key. Interesting.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
The butler, he was the jeweler.
Yeah, he should have a thing around somewhere. Alright, so this is the ruffian. What were a ruffian and a jeweler doing meeting together, though?
The one who got
He
shot in
tried
the
to
stomach
stop
and
the
died.
bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound.
I feel bad for the poor sod. Kick.
Oh, the tattoo.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti and Leighton Chapman both have identical Westgate Prison tattoos. They were most likely acquainted.
Which wouldn't really explain why you had to kill him unless there was some kind of grudge.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
There we go. We got our first clue. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti were the victims' double motive carried out by one person. So far, that is what we know to be true. It seems all we can figure out here for now. Time to investigate further, though. Hello, you must be the man.
Ryan.
Good evening,
Turner.
Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Varro reply to you as Mr. Holmes.
You're drunk.
Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of
Detective gentleman.
you. And well, I
Yeah,
know things about this
uh,
evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Are you the reason why the world is spinning?
Oh, wait.
Let's see.
Oh, I thought I saw a flicker of something. Metal clasp.
Clasp,
Balaclava.
balaclava, creamy noir,
Okay, there we
war
go.
veteran,
Oh, wait. Missing a button. Poor life.
poor life, limping.
Weak leg. Like for a cane, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
Like that shard of wood
Could
that
you
we
tell
found.
us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
No, how
Please,
could you have
continue.
heard it if the other people
I
couldn't?
quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Very interesting. Alright, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Adios.